Good morning, everybody. My name's Terry, and welcome to Tuesdays with Terry. My name is Terry. I'm your friend. I'm talking to you live from Austin, Texas. Again, the sun is hot. The barbecue is sweet, and all the drinks are free when you hang out with me. I got to tell you, Wes, it's getting a little chilly out there this morning. The sun is still hot, but I tell you, outside, it's getting a little brisk. Today, I wanted to share with you, I'll keep this one short and sweet, but I want to share with you, a lot of people talk about price is, macroeconomics. We got inflation going on. We've got, the cost of gas is more than it was a year ago. The cost of food is more than it was a year ago. Your cost of utilities are more than it was a year ago. And so one of the pieces you got to take a look at is, if I have a product or if I have a service, how do I add value to make it worth the price? And so my title of my presentation or my talk this morning is, I want to give you 10 ways that you can really add value. And when I first started selling, I remember this, I heard this a lot. People would say, you're not adding value, you've got to add value. And I didn't really understand what that meant. I truly did not understand, what does it mean to add value? I mean, the price is the price. How can I add value? So what I want to do is share with you maybe 10 things. I got a bonus one as well. I want to share you 10 things about how to add value. And again, to give you a little mental illustration is, everybody in their mind has this scale. Scale, one side, the other. And the scale basically is, what they're saying is, I'm not prepared to give you my big stack of dollars, right? Imagine a stack of dollars or a stack of tens or a stack of 20s. I'm not going to give you this big stack of 20s for these little stack of benefits. What? You've got a $179 membership at Orange Theory Fitness. And what do? I get to come in and work out? Well, that's the same thing that they're saying at Planet, the same thing they're saying at Gold's, at Lifetime, at 24 Hour, at EOS. I mean, you name it. I can name them all for you because I know them. But the reality is, if you can't create a bigger stack of benefits or value, no one is going to make the exchange and say, here are my dollars for those benefits. And so what I want to share with you is, how can you do that and add value to your presentation? Here's number one. Sell, especially in the fitness business, or it could be in any business, sell the transformation. Do not sell the product or the service. And so the product or the service for me is a health club membership. If you're in the health and fitness business, yes, it's a health club membership. But what is really the transformation somebody can get by coming in and using the product or the service? I would ask you to apply that to your business, regardless of the product or service. But how is it going to transform them? How is it going to save them time? How is it going to save them money? How is it going to save them in their communication or their follow-up? How is it going to increase their business if you're business-to-business sales? But in the health club business, we talk about the transformation as being a physical transformation, looking better and feeling better, losing weight, having better heart, lungs, internal organ function, cholesterol, blood pressure. And so what you're really doing is, you're talking about what are the benefits, and you're talking about the transformation that will happen with that particular person. You customize it to them. You stop talking about the membership. Number two, stop arguing about the price. Stop arguing about the price. If you're worth it, stand by it, and then do what we call pile on. Pile on the value add. Again, I'm going to use something specific to me, but in Orange Theory, we talk about the nationally certified coaches. We talk about 55 classes a week. You can come in at 5 a.m. in the morning or 8 p.m. at night. You can come in 7 days a week, 364 days out of the year, because we, in fact, are closed on Christmas Day. I mean, we talked about the InBody machine, a $50 value that you can get added to your membership absolutely free, no risk, if you sign up for the Premier membership. We talk about our staff being trained. We talk about the strength classes. We talk about the treadmill classes. We talk about all of the pieces and parts. But what I'm suggesting is, stop arguing about the price and start living and adding value, living up to and adding value to prove that you're actually worth every penny. Number 3, you need to solve the pain question. And so in our business, what is the pain question? The pain question is when people come in that have gained a little bit of weight or that can't run as fast or can't run at all, they just can walk and they want to walk faster, or they want to lose weight, or they want to get their heart, their lungs, their organs in better shape. They want to look better on the outside. They want to look better and feel better on the inside. So the pain question is, how do you feel about that? So it's not just a matter of fact of this is what's happening in your life today. The real question is, Mrs. Jones, how do you feel about the 20 extra pounds? How are you going to feel when you lose 20 pounds? And how you feel or how you fulfill that desire, because the truth of the matter is, you've heard this before, the fear of loss is greater than the desire for gain. And so what does that really mean? That means people are afraid that they're going to get involved in something. They could lose their investment. They could lose their money. It won't work out. These are all their fears, right? It isn't going to live up to their expectation. And those fears are greater motivators for someone than someone that says, hey, I want to look great. I want to feel great. I want to lose the weight. And all I'm suggesting is you've got to help solve that fear. You've got to help solve the pain question. The pain is all around their fear. And what happens if they don't do something? Is it going to get better or is it going to get worse? If you don't change some things in your life, you're probably going to stay on the path that you're on, correct? So help solve the pain problem. Now, again, depending on what your product or service is, I can't answer that for you, but everybody is experiencing pain. I'll give you an example. I just watched the show called Super Pumped. It's the Uber story. And the Uber story is, how did they solve the problems of, getting a car, getting a nice car, getting a black car at the convenience. I mean, they changed the transportation industry, right? Uber changed the transportation industry. How did they do that? How did they do that through pricing? How did they do that through value add? Now you have comfort, you have XL, you have black cars, you have shared rides. I mean, it's amazing what they've done to add value so that you choose Uber. All I'm saying is they have solved the pain problem through an app. They have solved the pain problem through the price. Number 4, always compete on value, don't compete on price. You say, well, what does that mean, Terry? Well, it's talking about things that are risk-free. What can you offer in your business that is risk-free? A trial, a test drive, a temporary membership, a 1-week membership, a free consultation from a personal trainer? What about guarantees? What if somebody is nervous that they've done this before, but they are not sure they want to do it again? Can you offer them some guarantees and say, I'll give you a 30-day money-back guarantee. If it doesn't work out, I'll pay you your money back. And then you actually have to do it. You can increase your sales by 10% by using risk-free or money-back guarantees. It's amazing. Bonuses. By the way, what are the bonuses that your business could offer? What could you do today to incentivize or add value? Throw something in to get the transaction. And finally, I just want to say is when you compete on value, you usually have some kind of an irresistible offer. I mean, it's just too good to be true. You ever gone in and seen something like that? And I'm going to use a Planet Fitness as an example. You go into Planet Fitness, it's $10 a month. It's almost too good to be true. I mean, every time I go to Starbucks, I call it $4 because I always spend $4. But I mean, imagine that's 2 Starbucks. For the whole month, I get to use a Planet for $10. I mean, that's almost too good to be true. Even if I didn't use it, it's $10. I mean, so what? But I'm using that as an example. That is what's called value proposition. It's absolutely too good to be true. For your business, what is the offer that is too good to be true? Or are you going around visiting the competition and you try to do everything exactly like the competition? Is that what's going on? All I'm suggesting is compete on the value, risk-free, guarantees, irresistible offer, and bonuses, throw-ins, added value that you can do. What are the little perk things that you can do that can add value? Number 5, keep it short and keep it powerful. I want to give you 3 things we use at Orange Theory Fitness that I believe are short but very powerful. Number 1, we call it affordable group personal training. Personal training, only less than 10% of big box gyms use personal trainers. And the reason they don't is because of the economics, $50 to $100 per hour. It's too costly. But at Orange Theory Fitness, we do it for $15 per hour in a group setting. And so we call it affordable group personal training. Here's another one, accelerated results at a fraction of the cost. Wow, that's short, sweet, but you get it. I can get faster results. I can get to where I want to go faster, and it's going to cost me less. Sign me up, baby. I want to hear about that. All right, number 3, you don't have to make your final decision today. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the risk-free, the money-back guarantee. You don't have to make your final decision today. I'll give you 2 weeks to make your final decision. You can try it out for 2 weeks. You get the best of both worlds. You get to try it out, plus you get your money back. Yeah, I'm telling you, you don't have to make your final decision today. Number 6, when people are thinking about doing things, we always talk about the price and we always talk about the cost. You need to stop getting those. You need to get those words out of your vocabulary, and you need to talk about the one-time investment or the investment in your health. Isn't it better to invest a little more than you planned than a little bit less than you should? You see, when we invest a little bit less than we should, we invest in something that's a little bit less, but it usually doesn't work it out. We get it back to the house and then it didn't work. We got to go back to Home Depot. You got to go back to Lowe's, and you got to get the right tool. You got to get the right thing because this one was cheapy and it broke and it didn't work out. You should have spent and invested a little bit more than you planned. Then a little bit less than you should. When you spend a little bit less than you should, you have the potential to lose everything. I'll use for us. We have a heart rate monitor. You come in, you sign up the membership for Orange Theory Fitness, and we keep talking about the cost of the heart rate monitor. We should be talking about the one-time investment in a device that gives you biofeedback, that gives you immediate results and connects with our OTB system. And it applies to the app where you can actually watch your total workout and see how many minutes you were in the orange zone and see how many heartbeats and see what your heart rate level was throughout the workout. And it can tell you actually record and let you know how many calories you actually burned during that 60-minute workout. You see, it's a one-time investment, Mrs. Jones. Number 7. I want to remind you, a lot of people use testimonials and they talk about them and they tell relevant stories. And I speak to that a lot about telling a relevant story, but I can't tell you how powerful a visual testimonial is versus just the story. You've seen this before and after pictures. Wouldn't it be nice to have a 1-minute video, a talk about how Orange Theory Fitness changed my life, or your product or your service actually changed somebody's business or changed their life or changed the sales or changed the projection of the business? Get some testimonials from your longtime customers, get them, take them aside, videotape them, and then use that when you're talking to new prospects. People don't buy based upon what they hear or what they see. They buy based upon what they believe, and having visuals help it to become believable. Number 8. I want you to know, a lot of people go, wow, the market is just too saturated for my product. I can't break in and I can't get through, and it's unbelievable how I can't do it, And the truth is, the markets aren't too saturated. I'm telling you, you're gonna get out there and you're gonna compete, or you're gonna make excuses all day long. Markets aren't saturated. Your offer just sucks. Okay, it sucks. You don't have a good offer. So is it the same that everybody else is doing? Are you giving a day, a 1 free session? Are you giving a 1 free week? Are you giving, whatever you're doing? Is it everything that your competitor is doing? And you go, I can't understand. I can't understand. It's because you're not unique. You are not different. You need to have some kind of an offer that is compelling. It is uniquely different. It's irresistible. Somebody walks out and they don't do it. It's almost too good to be true. I got to get back. I got to take that. I got to do this. I don't know how long it's going to last. But you have got to get better offers. Sit down with a blank sheet of paper and start listing all the different unique things that you could do and stop thinking about the things that you can't do. Number 9, I've talked about it a little bit before, but solid guarantees will result in more sales. Do you have a guarantee? Very simply, a 2-week money-back guarantee, a 30-day money-back guarantee, a 90-day money-back guarantee. Do you have a results guarantee? Do you have a spousal guarantee? What if my wife doesn't like it? What if I can't get results? Oh, I'll give you your money back. Do you guarantee your program? Are you just selling something? Are you out there trying to change the world and change people's lives? Number 10. Nobody really cares about the offer itself. What they really care about is, how does the offer affect me? What is that offer going to do for me? So if you're offering something special, is it going to help me look better, feel better? Is it going to help my mental or physical health? Is it going to help me get in my skinny jeans? Is it going to make me ready for the wedding? What about the family reunion? What about the high school reunion? What about the college reunion? And what is it going to do for me? So remember, the offer is important, but it's not as important as what can the offer do for you. And the last piece, that was 10 items right there. But the last piece is, remember this. Here's my bonus for you today. A mentor is always going to get you to where you want to go a little faster and a little easier than it will be you trying to do it all on your own. Get a mentor. Get somebody to help you that's been down that path, been down that road before. Been powerful for me in my life, in my career, in my professional life. It can be the same and do the same for you. My name's Terry. I'm your friend.